This is going to be the final video in the Red Dead Redemption General Store series. And as you can see here, I've got 6 parts that I've done. This will be the 7th part. We started out by doing a general sort of block out of it. In part 2, I worked on this large shelving unit. And in part 3, I did the texturing for the shelving unit and the floor. And then in part 4, I modeled and textured the counter. I called it the counter here. In part 5, I modeled and textured the lantern that's going to go on the wall, and actually one of them's on the counter as well. And then in part 6, I did the smaller shelving unit. Since then, I've gone on and I've tweaked some stuff, and I've added a few more items, and I'm going to show you the final scene now. All right, so here we go. These are some final renders. And so in this image, and there's really not too many angles I could do this at, you can see that I've got the floor, the counter, the trim on the back, the large shelving unit. We've got the lantern here, and there's another one here, and there's a couple of lanterns here and there. I've also got the hanging lantern. I've got the ceiling with the beams and the planks. And I've got various items around the store itself. I also went on and did the wall back here, and this is just a wallpaper image here that I just downloaded from the internet, brought it in Substance Painter, and did some manipulations on it in terms of dirt and grime, and added some folds and some rips showing whatever it is back there. If you're interested in knowing how I did the wall, there will be a closer view of this in a moment. Just let me know. This was all done in Substance Painter. So if you want to know how I achieved this look, then let me know, and I'll do a separate video on that. This picture, by the way, is an image of the sort of backside of the sheriff office that I did for Red Dead Redemption a while back. I just wanted something in there. And we got the hat. We've got various containers for fuel or whatever, dishes and canned stuff and boxes, you know. And if I had more time and more energy, I would fill it up even more and work on some things that could still use some work. But that's the first render, and I've only got 3. This is just another view, and again, you can see the wall deterioration maybe a little bit better there. Of course, you can see there's the small shelving unit that we modeled and textured with that sort of design. And yeah, I decided I would skip doing the cash register. It was just going to take a bunch of time. I think you get the idea. After all, this was a request that I do this, and some images were sent to me as references of the general store, and then I just, you know, I tried to stay relatively faithful to it, and beyond that I just did my own thing. All right, so that's what it looks like. I've got one more image, which is just a close-up of the window and stuff with a slightly different post-processing effect, but here you can see the wall a little closer, the photo and the window frame and the curtains and all of that stuff. All right, so that's going to end that series. I really do appreciate getting requests that are doable and that are fun to do, and I really like doing this. And I know Red Dead Redemption is a very, very popular game, and I think it's fantastic. And so I enjoyed doing that and learned some stuff along the way as well. All right, so thank you very much for watching the series, and I hope you'll tune into more of the videos that I've got on this channel, and we'll see you next time.